Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Dario. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you leave a like on this video and subscribe. And today we have my top 10 NFL running back list. Now, I did my quarterback list a couple weeks ago, and now he's got my running back list, so let's get right into it. Now, I have some honorable mentions. Now, these first two honorable mentions, they would be top 10 running backs if they were healthy. One of them is a top 5 running back if he was healthy. That's Christian McCaffrey, and that's Saquon Barkley. They're just never healthy. But Barkley was kind of healthy last year, and he was really ineffective. So I can't have both those guys in my top 10 for this year at least because they just are never healthy. So I have more honorable mentions. Javonte Williams, a terrific rookie running back. He is also an honorable mention on my list. I think by next year he'll be in this top 10. Josh Jacobs, who we'll see what happens with him in Las Vegas. He was pretty good last year, but he's also an honorable mention. And then it paid me to do this, but James Conner is also an honorable mention. I can't get past 3.7 yards per carry. I think he led the league in touchdowns. Don't quote me on that. It was either him or Eckler, but I can't put James Conner in my top 10. There's some running backs better than him. At number 10, I have Zeke. Now, this could be Zeke's last year in the top 10. They love Tony Pollard in Dallas. Zeke is getting older. He's very expensive. I think Zeke's time in Dallas is numbered. I think his time on the top 10 running back list is numbered. He has not been the best running back since he led the league in rushing for 2 straight years coming into the league. He's still a pretty good running back, so I have to respect him, put him at 10. Number 9, I have the best rookie running back, Najee Harris. He had a horrible O-line. He had just awful, terrible O-line. Still was able to run for 1,200 yards, almost ran for 4 yards per carry. He was that Pittsburgh offense. Him and Deontay Johnson carried that offense. He's a big part of why they made the playoffs. I expect him to be a big part of their offense this year with Kenny Pickett and Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. And at number 8, I have Aaron Jones, the Green Bay Packers running back. This might be his last year on the top 10 list because of A.J. Dillon. Packers love A.J. Dillon, but I still love Aaron Jones as a player. He can catch the ball. He's a great runner. Yards per carry are terrific. He has a really good O-line. That's probably why he's very good, but every running back needs a good O-line. So I really like Aaron Jones. I put him at number 8. Number 7, I have the guy who I think led the league in touchdowns. Don't quote me on it. Once again, it was either him or James Conner. Austin Eckler. He's the perfect running back to put alongside Justin Herbert. Can catch the ball out of the backfield. Scrimmage yards are through the roof. Can run the ball. I love Austin Eckler as a player. He's my number 7 running back in the league. Now we're almost entering the top 5. Just outside the top 5 at number 6, I have Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, incredible running back. Again, a perfect fit alongside Joe Burrow and what that Cincinnati Bengals offense wants to do. He can catch the ball. He's a power runner. There's really no flaws in his game. I love Joe Mixon. I'm going to put him at number 6. Now, entering my top 5, my number 5 is Alvin Kamara, who's been one of the more consistent running backs in the league over the past 5 years. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, won Offensive Rookie of the Year. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, can run it. That's a trend for a lot of people on this list. If you can catch the ball and you can run the ball, if you're not a one-dimensional running back, you're going to be high on this list. I have Alvin Kamara at number 5. Number 4, I have Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook is explosive. If he can stay healthy once again this year, he's going to be an incredible running back. He already is. I love Dalvin Cook. He's the perfect fit for that Minnesota Vikings offense. That offense runs through him and Justin Jefferson. I have Dalvin Cook at 4. At number 3, I have Nick Chubb. Now, you could argue this, Nick Chubb versus the next 2 on this list. Nick Chubb, they don't give him many carries. I think Cleveland should increase his workload. He only gets about 15 to 20 carries a game. I think he should be getting at least 22 to 25 carries a game. Nick Chubb's an incredible talent. He's not the greatest out of the backfield catching the ball, but what he brings to the table running the ball, that singles out what he does in the pass game, which is not much. And the top 2 running backs in the league, at number 2, I have Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, who had an incredible year last year. Great up-and-coming running back. He's only 24 years old. I love JT, but he's not better than the number 1 on this list. Number 1 in the NFL. He's still the best running back in the league. Don't tell anyone otherwise. Derrick Henry, the king, is still the best running back in the NFL. If he was healthy last year, he would have broke the rushing record. He would have broke Eric Dickerson's record for the most rushing yards in the season. I think he still has a chance to break it this year. He had 2,000 yards just 2 years ago. You know how many Pro Bowl offensive linemen Derrick Henry has had over the past couple of years? 0. He's never had he has had a Pro Bowl offensive line, but his 2,000 yard season. He had 0 Pro Bowl offensive linemen. Last year, 0 Pro Bowl offensive linemen. He would ran for 2,000 yards last year. He ran for 2,000 yards 2 years ago. I don't care if he can't catch the ball. He has brick hands. I'll tell you that. He can't catch the ball. But what he does, running the ball, he's the best running back we've seen in the NFL since Adrian Peterson. I have Derrick Henry as my #1 running back in the NFL. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.